So it is about time that we did an update. A lot of things have changed.
Yes.
There's Shira.
Issue code. Yeah, she just needs to run a little bit. Yeah. We are in a different state. We're almost in a different country.
Brand new studio, new team members, and I'm taking some time off traveling in order to focus on the channel. So this video is going to be what we have planned, our hopes, our dreams, the things we have on our schedule, the campaigns and projects we have and have not started, and yes, that is a castle behind us. You might be wondering why we're filming at a castle.
Why wouldn't we be filming at a castle?
That's, I guess, a fair point. We're taking you on a hike with us. This is still the travel vlog, so we're gonna be out and about. We're going on a 7-mile journey with the little puppers to, well, continue doing our best to lose a little bit of weight and maintain healthy activity while the world is turning frigid. But we thought this would be a cool place. So bear with us. This is gonna be a short vlog where every step of the way we're gonna be walking you through what's new, what's coming, and what we're excited about on the channel. So if you're invested or involved at all in what Quackalope does, you're gonna wanna watch this. And alternatively, if you just like pretty nature shots, well, we've got that too. Now, I'll have timestamps down below if you want to jump to one particular point, but we're going to be covering 3 core factors. First off, what we're excited about. Second off, I forget. You remember?
No.
Okay. It'd be good if I remembered. More of what's next. Do you want to introduce those elements?
Are we still filming?
Yeah, we're still filming.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, so we are going to talk about what we are going to try and do more of in the future on the channel and what is next. As in next day, next week, next month, next year.
So 3 specific categories. Again, what we're excited about, what we're going to be doing more of, and what's next in a tangible, you can expect this type of way.
So while Jesse's been busy traveling and moving himself up to Cleveland, I've been kind of focused on doing a lot more of the editing and getting better at using Premiere Pro and Adobe Audition and really getting good at making the little commercials and just the videos that you guys see every day. And I'm really excited to take some time to watch some more YouTube videos.
This is the excited about section.
I am excited about trying to find some more YouTube videos. Some people who know what they're doing, have been in the trade for a while, and can give me some tips and tricks on how to make just better videos for you guys. And here he's going again.
For me, it's kind of obvious, right? I've talked about this so many times over the course of Quackalope, but I have someone, her specifically, to play campaign games with, which means Kingdom Death, Madara, Tainted Grail, 7th Continent, all these games that I love and adore that are thematic and rich and punchy that I only ever play by myself. I'm super excited to be able to dive into this. It's probably the most anticipated element and growth point on the channel, and so it's one of the things that I cannot wait to start bringing more and more of. In fact, we've been doing our own behind the scenes, playing some games, getting stuff up on Patreon, and we actually have a schedule that we're going to try our best to keep to when it comes to posting consistent campaign gameplays.
So something that both Jesse and I are excited about are doing these deep dive into these campaign games, these games that are just some of our most favorite games, the ones that we want to play again and again and again, and we're going to bring you this in-depth, wide range of content on a single game.
Root, Spirit Island, talking Kingdom Death, we're talking one day maybe terraforming Mars or viticulture.
So many of them.
We've got plans. Too Many Bones is on that list. Really, we're going to start with a chunk of 1 or 2. But then we're going to start expanding. So we want your feedback and engagement as we do this. The concept is really to give a lot of love to a community that maybe doesn't have a core fan base or a core content creator, right? So strategy guides, character creation, tips and tricks, deep dives into gameplays, things you might miss in the rules, stuff that we've done off and on.
Things that you just didn't know about the game itself.
Yeah, stuff that we've done off and on over the last couple of years, but now we're going to do it as a dedicated series. Which, for me, I'm really, really pumped about it.
So part of doing these deep dive into these games is deluxifying the game components. And this is probably going to be one of my favorite things about this process. There are some of these games like Terraforming Mars, Aquatica, Too Many Bones that just have these wonderful components, viticulture, and I'm excited to get them all deluxified so that these games look the best of the best when we pull them off the shelf and show them to you guys.
So she's ready to get hiking, so we're gonna actually start this journey. This is gonna end the excited about section, but the last thing I wanna hit on is, for me, these vlogs. I'm really genuinely excited about these travel vlogs, right? We're going on adventures, going places. We have Thanksgiving down in Florida with her family coming up, more trips to my grandparents, and more opportunities to collaborate and do stuff with you, the community. And I really love making these. Like, the channel, at the end of the day, should be an expression of what we enjoy doing, right? That's why I started it. Board games, community, spending time with family and friends, and for us, part of that is going on adventures. Now, we're not gonna increase from the one Saturday that we have on this channel, but if you've been following along or you've watched our previous vlogs, you already know the name of the other project we might be starting soon. So, there's a little hint, and with that, let's move on to the next section. Now, for those of you that don't know and are curious exactly where we are, this is a place called Squire's Castle here in Ohio, about 20 minutes outside of the city of Cleveland. It's got a loop of Kerrigan Parkway trails. We're gonna go on, I think, a 4 to 5 mile trailhead. But yeah, this is where the parking spot is. This is a great kind of vacated and completely emptied out castle. I don't honestly know the history of it. Maybe I'll have to look that up so I can let you know a little bit more information. But it's cool. Great place for photos, cool place to come visit, let your dog run free for a little while, and spend some time with family, friends, and, well, whatever else you have going on. So I looked up on Google and was like, oh, honey, there's trails out here that we could go on, and there are. We're just not sure which ones we're supposed to take.
He did not find the name of the trail. He's like, guess what? There's a 7-mile trail. He didn't have a name. He didn't have a location.
It's not a correction. That's exactly what I was telling the audience. No. So she's now using the All Trails app to try to find out which one we're going on. I think we're going to go ahead and commit to the Castle Valley Trail, which is a 5-mile trail that leads from the castle, I assume, through a valley, and then loops back onto the Squire's Castle Trail or something equivalent?
Not at all.
Not at all, apparently. Either way, we're gonna head down the road, and if we get tired, we'll turn around and have to walk the same distance back. How's that sound?
Perfect.
Perfect. Wait! Wait for me. You don't have to go back. Shira.
Bye.
She has no patience for this B-roll thing, where I like want to do cool walking shots and then it just doesn't work because you got to return for the camera. Oh, he still haven't figured out how, like, this balance. Like, how invasive should the camera be? Not as invasive as you're thinking, Devin, specifically. You know who you are. Just do it again. Do bridge cross again. It was so good the first time. Yeah, that's the way. Okay, now go back and we'll do it with Ash going across. Yeah, we'll go backwards. Ash going, she doesn't know what's happening. Okay, now forward again. Yep. Perfect. Hey.
Hey, Mom, save me.
Hey, Shira.
Yeah.
Have you seen what happens when you touch a dog's butt?
Yes.
This is not gonna work. Fall, 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 fall. The way I did it really did work, Shira. You're gonna get them super muddy.
Not I.
So muddy.
Not I. She's not happy.
10 minutes in, we can no longer see the castle. I can still see the castle. Either way, that invalidates this segment slightly, but I'm already convinced we're completely and utterly lost. So, if you never hear from us again, this is the last remaining vlog from the Quackalope podcast. We got lost somewhere in the barren woods, the vast wilderness of Ohio. That sounds terrible. Sure, I don't want to go out getting lost in Ohio.
Oh, that's great. Oops, there's a lake. We can drown you.
Perfect. I assume that is some sort of secret sign.
Can't see sign.
The secret sign. We found our way once again, moments after we were lost utterly.
You're a star.
Something that you all probably don't know about Shira, which I have come to uncomfortably discover over the course of the last 6 months or so, is one, she likes doing risky, dangerous things. Edge of cliffs, climbing up on mountains, so on and so forth. And two, when she sees something that she wants to climb, she just sort of ducks off into the woods. See that giant tree? Yeah, the log that most people would be like, I'm gonna be a normal human. I'm gonna walk around where they've cleanly cut through things. Not her. She goes, I'll be right back. I'm going to go climb that. If you fall, I'll catch you, don't worry. Now, the only correct response when she does this is to match her, of course, and bring a Polaroid so I can get a picture. A little slippery. Jump down?
Sure.
Alright, I got your photo.
Thank you.
Do you want to vlog up there?
Not only do we have a lot of things that we're excited about, but there's just a lot of things that I wanted to do more of. Content creation has really cut into the time that I used to have to play games for fun. Games that don't need to necessarily be covered, but that I want to cover. That I've played, that got me into the hobby, that just hold a soft spot. What are you doing?
I don't know how to get up. I can't figure it out.
So that's something that I'm really looking forward to, that as we do these deep dives, as we continue to expand the channel and really invest in it, we'll have more time to play games for fun.
She wants to play games for fun. I want to do more reviews of classics, of games like Viticulture and Scythe and other... Get down from there. Of a bunch of titles that honestly I haven't had a chance to play or I haven't had a chance to feature. The same issue Shira's having with, well, just the nature of content creation is you don't get to play as much of stuff that you enjoy or that's old, that's historic. But there's an audience for that. And now that we have 30-something thousand subscribers, that was a good language. Now that we have 30-something thousand subscribers, we're in a position we don't have to worry about Call to the New. We don't have to chase and do our very best to cover all the new Kickstarters. We can highlight things like Viticulture and hope or expect that you all will engage with them. So along with reviewing old classics, I'm also specifically going to be doing my best to pull back on the Kickstarter content a bit. I'm gonna be honest, Kickstarter's great. It is Cult of the New. It's what we built the channel on in part. But really, we need space for deep dives, for collective old style games, for more campaign coverage, and we just can't do that if we're filling our schedule with more projects we've committed to. Now, the hard part is that most of the projects we've committed to are things that start piling up or linking together. It's why we end up having too much content. A lot of them, almost all of them, are not sponsored in any shape or form, but we'll accept 1, 2, 3, and then we'll discover that we have 7 videos in a week coming out just on Kickstarter alone, and we have no room to do, play, or film, or post the other things we need to post. So, more classics, more games she just enjoys, more tractors, I think, and specifically more, or should I say less, focus and coverage on the crowdfunding Cult of the New platform. I want to move into the hobby and not, well, the collectible hobby. So I don't know if this makes you dizzy, but this makes me incredibly, oh, that's the chain and it's tying me up. Stop. I don't like this. And I'm gonna unwind. Okay, turn away from the camera now. Okay, all right, that's enough of swings. So we just almost hiked away, and I'm sorry for the noise. There's chaos and leaf blowers behind us, but I was going, and I said to myself, oh, where's my phone? See if you can find it in the camouflage. Leave a comment down below if you actually did find it.
So another thing that I'm excited to do more of is actually start playing Euro games. Euro games have never been my genre. Area control has been the thing that I really fell in love with in the hobby. And Euros stumped me. The sequencing that's involved, the heavy thinkingness, always frustrated me because I never felt like I was good enough. Over the weekend, we have played a couple Euros that actually piqued my interest. There's this new one, Resurgence, and then at the Gamers Ranch, we played Gollum. And I don't know if it was the theme.
And viticulture, she's a fan of that.
Is that a Euro?
Oh, yes ma'am.
All right, well, we played Gollum, and Gollum, the theme, and just the mechanics, it was beautiful. And I'm kind of sad I didn't get to go to Essen to pick a copy up for myself. But I'm excited when it comes to the US, and that's one thing that I want to do more of. I want to start playing more Euro games. The gaming group that I'm a part of loves Food Chain Magnate. Thoughts?
I'm excited about it. That being said, and people hate when I say that phrase, but it's a good transition phrase. We are not lost. We are turning back on the trail we were just on. Because reason being,
we're starting to go into a shower, and when it's like 40 degrees outside and it starts getting wet, it's not fun.
Not the best.
No.
So my last segment my last piece for this segment on things we're excited to do more of has a little bit to do with what Shira just said.
You just mixed up the two segments.
I'm
excited for and more of. They're not one,
okay.
They're two.
Well, fine. More of. I am looking forward to do more deep dives and things that the viewership wants. That means we sit down and play through a dedicated number of deck builders and rank them all. We do top 10 lists of couple games and family games and best friends games and so on and so forth.
Top 100 on BGG.
Top 100 on BGG. We have a lot of plans, and some of these we've already done. You guys have responded really well to that content, and so we're going to be bringing more of the content you all enjoy the most. All right, joke's sort of on me. We didn't, in fact, get perpetually lost and stranded. We made it back to the castle. Who would have known? This is the final segment, a little bit more of a sit-down approach. We won't take too long with it, but this is where we're going to talk about
what the schedule is, what we have kind of planned out for the week, the tentatively things.
Come closer so the mic can hear you. Speak louder so the mic can hear you. We're going to talk about what we're going to try to do across the week. What you can hopefully come to expect on Quackalope. Now, I'm gonna set this section up with a giant caveat.
He's awful at these things. He is freaking awful. He doesn't keep to any sort of schedule. He wakes up at different times every day, goes to bed at different times every day, doesn't eat the same thing for meals, doesn't eat meals at the same time every week, doesn't film at the same time, play games. Nothing is consistent. The only thing consistent is that he's inconsistent.
Yeah, I've operated for so long about being able to say, yes, go on adventures, go do photography contracts at the drop of a hat. Like, my whole system has been around where can I push myself to make things work. If I need to pull an all-nighter or shift my sleep schedule to drive overnight to Texas to do a photo shoot in the morning or a wedding on Thursday, I can do that. But here on Quackalope, one of the biggest mistakes I've made has not been getting consistent, and I've tried multiple times. The Patreon community has seen a version of this conversation before, and we've gotten better as we've gone. We've started doing more and more calendars, we've started scheduling things out a bit more, and what I want to do has become more and more refined. But I'm going to make no amends. This is going to take some time, some work, some dedication to make happen. It'll require the support of Shira and Devin, who's kind of handling logistics and behind-the-scenes stuff for us, and I think we'll actually be able to do it. Before, I was operating on other people's schedules. Well, now Shira's here with me, and I'm operating on, well, our schedule. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and start working our way through. And I'm sorry, it is freezing, so my nose has just now decided that it wants to, like...
Oh, so is mine.
Be a little stuffy and a little runny, so I'm gonna make a quick cut right now. So let's talk about our schedule. What we're going to try to do, what you can come to hopefully expect on our channel Mondays.
Mondays and Fridays are kind of going to be similar, and they're going to be when we deep dive into all these games. Right now we're starting out with probably KDM, Root, Too Many Bones, and Spirit Island. And we have a whole list of videos that we're going to do on each game. And we'll release like one video about one game, one video about another game, and just continue doing these series. The longer videos hopefully at the beginning of the week, and the shorter, quicker videos at the end of the week.
One of our goals when we talked, one for me was doing campaign games, and this is a way we can approach that. And for you, it was playing a game multiple times, become skilled and an expert at that game and that genre. And so this will allow us to do both of those, deep diving into getting expansion content, upgrading components, and of course, playing the same game and supporting a community that's out there for those titles. Now, for that to work, it'll require you, the audience, to be engaged with the content we produce, liking, commenting on, and telling us what you want to see more of. Because if we're doing Gloomhaven and episode 3 falls off about 50 or 75%, we're going to shift it up. We're going to find a community that wants dedicated content, and we're going to invest in them. Moving on to Tuesdays, I talked about one of my goals being, moving forward, being reducing the amount of Kickstarters that we're doing, or crowdfunding projects specifically. I love getting the opportunity to highlight and showcase brand new games, and, you know, honestly, the opportunity to do things like paid gameplays and stuff allows us to do this content full time. But it doesn't mean it controls or should be the main point of our channel. So Tuesdays is going to be our focus for Kickstarter content. Hopefully, everything we do on crowdfunding, with the exception of maybe a few gameplays or weird releases, is going to be dropping on the back end of those Tuesdays. Moving on to Wednesday.
Wednesday is going to be kind of our list days. When we're going to start compiling lists of top 10 couples games, top 9 solo games.
The best baggies you can find on Amazon.
Bag of baggies. And we're gonna just start making lists and doing things like that, and that's gonna kind of go up on Wednesdays. You're supposed to jump in right there.
Oh, okay, I'll jump in right there. Thursdays, we're gonna focus on reviews, and we have a few different formats here on the channel. We have the right for you, wrong for you, confirmation bias. We have a classic review with like a rating scale, 1 through 5 or 1 through 10, and then we also have our top 100 BGG games, which we're both really excited about. And not a deep dive, but an overview and coverage and reviews of all top 100.
We kind of want to make a template, a spreadsheet, and show how many times we've played each game, what we review it, how much it's listed for.
Where we rank them personally.
Oh yeah, because we disagree on a lot.
Yeah, and it's something that I've wanted to do for a long time, and now that I have a gaming partner, I'll be able to do that a little bit more focused. So that's Thursday. Friday, like we said, is going to be our deep dive or our game cycle days. Monday is going to be more the heavy gameplay, whereas Friday is going to be more strategy guides, get you up and running for the weekend, quick start, stuff like that. And then, moving on to Sunday.
Saturday.
Today.
You skipped a Saturday.
No.
Saturdays are going to be our vlogs and then our sell for sale segments. That one is kind of doing really well. We both enjoy it. We're culling our collection, building our collection, upgrading it, and that whole process is we're showing you guys what we're doing and where we're putting things on which shelf. And that's going to continue to go up on Saturday.
And if you're watching this, yeah, the vlogs are going to continue. We enjoy making them. Oh, little There we are. We got it cleared off. Now, there was a little bit of a hard cut there. My camera stopped recording when I touched the touchscreen, which was a feature I just turned off and didn't know existed. So that's going to be Saturdays to us. We want to make successful, engaging vlog content that people relate with, that they connect with, that they can travel across the country with us on, that, of course, get clicked on, that YouTube pushes and shares and engages. And so far, that's been effective. That being said, no, I don't want to say that being said. There's
Sunday.
no, I can't cut though.
We didn't talk about Sunday. Sunday is
gonna
going to be an experimental day. That's the day where we're going to do solo gaming, where we're just going to try new things.
RPGs, conversations, test run some games that just to see if there's an audience base for it. And then things like unboxings, extra Kickstarter coverage, extra gameplays. We're going to rotate that. That'll be filling in the gaps here and there, but we never want unboxings to be like the only thing on a single day. That's the hope. That's the thought. Are we going to be successful at it?
Probably not.
Yes, but it'll take some time to get up and running. So be patient with us and let us know what you're excited and interested in.
I'm going to get on his case. Hopefully we can make this happen.
Whatever the case.
Whatever
we
you do,
are going to go
do
ahead
the important thing.
and head out because
It's raining.
it's starting to rain. Hopefully you've enjoyed this vlog, and we'll see you on the next one, which is, in a week.